So I just finished my series of 3 IPL in-office treatments for the sun damage on my chest. Today's video, I want to share with you some progress pics, my thoughts about the treatment, and obviously the before and after. Today I don't have any tinted sunscreen on, which I normally do on camera because these spots are always picking up really dark on camera, but I don't have anything on my chest today covering up. I will share my thoughts about the treatment with you, but also I like to dive in. Hi, if you haven't met me, I'm Cher. This is a Cher Effect. I like to talk a little bit about the intentionality behind some of our beauty treatments. It had been 10 plus years since I'd gone in clinic to have anything done. 10 plus years ago, I think I had a Clear and Brilliant. I think I had one IPL treatment on my face back then. Anyway, I want to go through my consultation, why I chose the treatment I did, and my result, but also why I chose to do this, what I'm going to do moving forward. I love to set expectations at the realistic here. So I had a real experience. You can decide whether you felt like the money was well spent. But what I have done and where I have spent money intentionally and money has been well spent is the last 10 to 15 years of my solid skincare routine. I really feel I have made the most progress with my at-home committed use of tretinoin, SPF, and then all the other lovely things we dib and dab in, including my own microneedling treatments that I do myself and have for about 12 years now. If that sounds good, go ahead, put me on the background, maybe grab something to drink. Let's hang out. So since I'm up in Northern California, and so is Dr. Sam Ellis, I went in to see her, have a consultation, and schedule my IPL treatments with one of her clinicians. It was such a good experience. And by the way, no, there is no vlog footage. I certainly considered it. And we've all seen it. We all know what it looks like. And this was my time. It had been 10 plus years that I had gone in to have anything done. I also do my own hair, I do my own color, cuts, everything. I don't get to go and have a treatment done ever. So, this was my time to sort of be with myself, enjoy the day, and really soak in my time with Dr. Ellis, which was highly enjoyable, and not be distracted by the camera. It's not a painful experience at all. So I loved, being able to soak up my spa treatment time. And so that's why you won't see any footage of that. It was really fun to be able to talk over my skin with Dr. Ellis. She was highly focused individually on me. I didn't get any cookie cutter kind of recommendations. She agreed that the sun damage on my chest was the thing that was really standing out the most. She said I didn't really need that on my face, and that is because of 15 plus years of solid tretinoin use, and then really dialing in my skincare routine over the years, my microneedling, all of that, because I used to have quite a bit of sun damage on my face. And in her words, she said I had like one little sunspot that she could get with a little pico laser if I wanted, and it doesn't even bother me. So I took that as a high praise from her. So I decided to go ahead and book the 3 treatments for IPL. And I know everyone's going to ask dollar-wise. This is only an approximation because it depends on your clinic and where you live and all of that. But I paid $1,800 for the series of 3 IPL on my chest, and one of those included the neck. There's not a lot of sun damage on my neck, luckily, gratefully. Again, probably tretinoin and everything else I've done. Listen, this sun damage goes way back, and it's decades in the making, 70s, 80s, maybe some of the 90s. And then I think I was done exposing my skin to the sun, but that's a lot. And it does come up later in life. So if you're not seeing it in your younger years, that doesn't mean you're not going to see it maybe above 40, unfortunately. Hate to break that news. For me, the chest is something that is actually exposed quite a bit in just the way I dress and my workout tops and that kind of thing. And it's something that I really wanted to see if I could make some improvement on. So I snapped a quick pic in my car in natural sunlight before I went in for my first treatment. I have SPF on, no tinted SPF, so this is my starting point. What's really exciting about IPL is the next day when those browns and reds, the darkest part, really come up even darker, and you can see that they start to kind of turn into almost like a coffee ground looking kind of consistency, and it just slowly exfoliates over time. There was no peeling or blistering. It just slowly comes off in exfoliation. Here's a couple of pictures side by side between second and third treatment just to see. I think there was a little bit of change taking place. Obviously the lighting is changing because we're getting later in the year. And this is first, second, and third treatment, about a week after each treatment. And I was really trying to, analyze the spots. And, skin is dynamic. It looks different, of course, in different lighting. It looks different with different hydration. But the one thing that I noticed when I really pulled back and wasn't focused as much on the exact spots, but my skin looks healthier to me, bouncier, looks like it has more elasticity, even more hydration, and my neck looks improved in that third photo. So I think that the IPL can help with all of those things, but I also really dialed in my skincare during this 3 months, and I really think that's what we're seeing there also. So take away from the treatments. I'm glad I did them. I think it was worth it, but I did have realistic expectations. I knew that I was still going to have sun damage at the end. When it comes to hyperpigmentation, there's no period at the end of the sentence. It's an ongoing treatment, but that's okay because I'll be treating my chest. I'll be also getting the benefits of collagen synthesis, elastin, working on crepiness, and just skin integrity along with working on the hyperpigmentation. So I'm okay with that. I understand that this is a lot of sun damage and that's going to take time. It's gotten better every year. The IPL definitely helped, but realistically, I'm not completely erased or airbrushed. Oh, I think there was one thing, and it was if I wanted to do the all therapy along the jawline, which can or supposedly can have a little tightening effect along the jawline. But here's the thing with that intentionality. I have sat back and sat through some trends that I'm really glad I never jumped on. Like one of them was the Morpheus 8 trend, high radio frequency microneedling. A lot of clinicians are now saying that that's not really what we want to be doing. There's a greater degree of some fat loss, which is the last thing I want to lose. The last thing we want to lose in our skin is fat, subcutaneous fat. So I sat that one through. I don't know, it's probably fine, but I'm going to keep sitting through that trend and it might come and go too. Something else might come along. But for right now, I'm sticking with my skincare routines. Of course, I'm going to share with you what I'm doing ongoing to keep working on this hyperpigmentation, keep it as bright and clear and bouncy as I can. So do let us know down in the comments if you've had any experience with IPL or other in-office treatments. Please share. We love to see that. I will meet you down in the comments. If you have any questions for me, please drop them below. And thanks for hanging out. I'm excited to see you in the next one. Bye.